Hello, and thank you for joining me on another episode of the Women Series, where we capture developments and stories that impact women. I am Ayomide Oguntoye. Now, SMEs have been described as survival strategies for most Africans, and the only way to reduce poverty and grow Africa's economy is by supporting the growth of MSMEs. Now, as part of efforts to drive the growth of MSMEs, especially women-led businesses, we must consider some strategies for growth, one of which is mentorship. Now, at the just concluded Caladium Lagos SME Bootcamp, I had the privilege of engaging Dr. Oby Ezewesili, the founder and CEO of Human Capital Africa, and the former Vice President, World Bank, on the importance of mentorship as a strategy for scaling and growth for MSMEs, particularly as it concerns women and their businesses. Now, according to her, she dropped one very important nugget, and I want to add that to it. Women are important game changers in the development of the Africa economy. Take a look.
It speaks to the importance of mentorship, and that's one of the key lessons I've learned throughout this year. I mean, I don't know if you spoke about mentorship, but I don't think I heard that. But could you want to speak a little bit about mentorship, especially for women, which are sometimes laid back when it comes to that? For men, they try to push themselves at yes, and they do that. But for women, how do you network that?
Yes, so one of the greatest things that's happened for women, I believe, in the country is WIMBYs. You know, WIMBYs, women in business, and now increasingly in public service. And, so those kinds of networks are important for ensuring the mentoring. They actually have a structured mentoring program within the WIMBYs. We now need to think even in terms of those who are outside of the degree of presence that gets you into being a part of WIMBYs, because there's an income thing that can be a barrier. So for the teeming number of women in informal sector, running businesses, doing well with the little that they do, I think that as part of the way of understanding the challenges in the work that they do, we do need to have associations that bring them together, and in a consistent basis, people can come to mentor, in groups, because mentoring does make all the difference. What mentoring especially does is that it removes, what's the way we put it? We say that it essentially flattens the curve fast. Much faster for people, that those who have been before you and experienced certain things are able to point out, opportunities as well as challenges that you must address in the course of your work. I think that just building collaborations can enable mutual mentoring. Even people of peers can cross-mentor themselves. It's just that culture of saying mentoring is important, and we would do it better. In our country, we've perverted mentoring and we call it godfather, godfatherism, and it comes with too many things that are dirty and filthy. But mentoring as a very sophisticated, and it doesn't even have to be complex. It just means that you're making time to engage people where they are at with the kind of knowledge and the kind of support that would be helpful for them. So yes, I'm really huge on mentoring.
I love that. Thank you very much. It was great spending like 5 minutes thereabouts with you. Thank you very much.
Allow me to add that many women would love to benefit from a mentor, but unfortunately do not know how to ask, which is a big problem. But in my opinion, the best way to choose a mentor is to find someone you admire, someone who has a professional style you want to emulate or a skill set you want to develop. Then ask that person or ask the individual, as the case may be. And it can be as simple as approaching this person and saying, I admire the way you work and the values you display. Would you be willing to meet with me regularly? Now, this could be physical or virtually. I believe there is much I could learn from you. Also, just as Dr. Oby mentioned, leverage communities and women networks. Now, enough of saying women are not supporting women. I mean, do not have that mindset. Change that mindset, because women are definitely supporting women. Let us help each other grow, because we are the game changers for the development of the African economy, and we are here for it. And that will be all on this episode of the Women Series. Thank you for watching. Do follow us on all our social media platforms showing on the screen, and let's connect. Check our website for more financial news at proshare.co, and do not forget to subscribe as well. Thank you for watching. I am Ayomide Oguntoye.